Lesson 25. I do not know what anything is for. Purpose is meaning. Today's idea explains why nothing you see means anything. You do not know what it is for, therefore it is meaningless to you. Everything is for your own best interest. That is what it is for. That is its purpose. That is what it means. It is in recognizing this that your goals become unified. It is in recognizing this that what you see is given meaning. You perceive the world and everything in it as meaningful in terms of ego goals. These goals have nothing to do with your own best interest because the ego is not you. This false identification makes you incapable of understanding what anything is for. As a result, you are bound to misuse it. When you believe this, you will try to withdraw the goals you have assigned to the world, instead of attempting to reinforce them. Another way of describing the goals you now perceive is to say that they are all concerned with personal interests. Since you have no personal interests, your goals are really concerned with nothing. In cherishing them, therefore, you have no goals at all. And thus, you do not know what anything is for. Before you can make any sense out of the exercises for today, one more thought is necessary. At the most superficial levels, you do recognize purpose. Yet purpose cannot be understood at these levels. For example, you do understand that a telephone is for the purpose of talking to someone who is not physically in your immediate vicinity. What you do not understand is what you want to reach him for. And it is this that makes your contact with him meaningful or not. It is crucial to your learning to be willing to give up the goals you have established for everything. The recognition that they are meaningless rather than good or bad is the only way to accomplish this. The idea for today is a step in this direction. 6 practice periods, each of 2 minutes duration, are required. Each practice period should begin with the slow repetition of the idea for today, followed by looking about you and letting your glance rest on whatever happens to catch your eye near or far, important or unimportant, human or non-human. With your eyes resting on each subject you so select, say for example, I do not know what this chair is for. I do not know what this pencil is for. I do not know what this hand is for. Say this quite slowly, without shifting your eyes from the subject until you have completed the statement about it. Then move on to the next subject and apply today's idea as before. Let's dive into this and unravel the layers. At first glance, the statement, I do not know what anything is for, might feel radical, even absurd. How could we not know what something is for? Yet, when you sit with it, it begins to peel back the assumptions we carry about everything in our lives. Purpose is meaning. Meaning is purpose. When it says, purpose is meaning, it's saying that what gives anything meaning is the purpose we assign to it. Think about something as simple as a hammer. You might say, I know what it's for. It's for driving nails into wood. Sure, at the surface level. But beyond that, why are you driving nails? To build a house, to make money, to help a neighbor. Suddenly, the hammer's meaning changes depending on the larger purpose you've assigned to it. Now, imagine watching a cat in the snow. Snow is something most of us assign purposes to. Building snowmen, causing traffic delays, or just being cold and inconvenient. But to the cat, it's none of these things. It's simply snow, and when it melts, it becomes water. The cat doesn't overthink it. It doesn't wonder if the snow is good or bad, useful or annoying. It drinks the water and moves on. This is what the Course is pointing to. It's not about what we think something is for. It's about letting its deeper purpose emerge in the present moment. Everything is for your own best interest. Here's where things get personal. When the Course says, everything is for your own best interest, it's asking us to trust a truth that often feels impossible. Think about moments in your life that seemed like disasters. Losing a job, a car accident, a missed opportunity, a failed relationship. In the moment, these events feel like snowstorms, cold, harsh, and disruptive. But what if, like the melting snow, they contain exactly what you need? The cat drinking from the melting snow isn't wishing for anything different. It doesn't fight against what's happening. It accepts what's given, knowing it will sustain it in this moment. Now apply that to your own life. Losing a job might force you to discover your deeper talents. A failed relationship might teach you to love yourself first. The melting snow isn't good or bad. It's just life offering you what you need for growth, even if it's uncomfortable. Unified goals. Right now we live in a state of conflict. We say we want peace, but we also want to win arguments. We say we want love, but we also want control. These competing goals tear us apart. When the Course talks about unifying goals, it's asking us to recognize that there's only one real purpose: to grow, to heal, to awaken to the truth of who we are. When you accept that everything, even the things you dislike, is serving this purpose, life begins to feel less chaotic. You stop fighting against it. Imagine if the cat resisted the snow, complaining that it wasn't rain or a pond or a clean water dish. Instead, it simply drinks what's there, unified in its goal to sustain itself. That's the kind of simplicity and presence we're being called to. Ego goals versus true purpose. Ego goals are about separation. They're rooted in fear and the need to prove something. I want a promotion, so I feel important. I want them to apologize so I can feel justified. I want more money so I never feel vulnerable again. But these goals aren't aligned with your best interest. They're tied to the false self, the me that believes it's a job title, a reputation, or a role. And when you chase these goals, you inevitably misuse the tools and opportunities life gives you. The cat doesn't think of itself as anything other than what it is. It doesn't need the snow to fit into its idea of a perfect moment. It simply drinks without ego or agenda. This is the opposite of ego goals. It's about trusting the present and allowing purpose to unfold naturally. Misuse and letting go of assigned goals. When the Course says we misuse everything, it's because we're using things to serve the false self. If you believe your identity is tied to your career, you'll use every situation to prove your worth. If you think a relationship defines you, you'll manipulate situations to maintain it. The cat doesn't misuse the snow by assigning it some greater purpose. It doesn't say, "This snow needs to help me go viral on the internet," or "This snow should be falling differently." It just drinks, letting the snow's purpose fulfill itself naturally. Now think about your own life. What would it look like to stop assigning ego-driven goals to everything? What if you could let go of your expectations and simply ask, what is this moment offering me? Meaningless, not good or bad. The Course says, our goals are neither good nor bad, they're just meaningless. That doesn't mean they don't feel important to us. It means they're tied to illusions, not reality. Think of a child building a tower of blocks and crying when it falls. To the child it's a disaster, but to the parent it's just play. The cat drinking from the snow doesn't judge the snow as good or bad. It doesn't cling to the moment or mourn when the snow melts completely. It simply moves with the flow of life. What if we could live like that? Practical exercise. I do not know what this is for. This practice isn't about throwing away practical knowledge. You still know a chair is for sitting and a phone is for talking. But it's about looking deeper. I do not know what this delay is for. Maybe it's here to teach patience. I do not know what this loss is for. Maybe it's here to reveal what truly matters. I do not know what this snow is for. Maybe it's here to quench thirst like the cat showed us. It's not about figuring it out. It's about loosening your grip on your assumptions and becoming open to life's deeper purpose. When you stop deciding what things are for, you begin to see that everything, even the snow, contains a gift. And in that trust, life becomes a little less chaotic and a lot more meaningful.